Hi. In October, I started sharing some Photoshop techniques with you. I'm going to add to that with a tutorial on the tilt shift technique. Tilt shift lenses focus on a single part of the photo and shift or blur the surrounding area to create an optical illusion of miniaturized scenery. Real tilt shift lenses are quite expensive, but a similar effect can be achieved by using Photoshop after you take the photo. Tilt-shift photographs create an optical illusion that makes scenes appear as if they are actually miniature models. The outer edges are blurred, which tricks the eye into perceiving everything in the unblurred parts as miniature. It's a fun post-processing trick, and it's very easy to reproduce. When taking the photo, a high-angled shot is usually best for this type of technique. Cityscapes, crowds, streets, and similar things are perfect. Here we go. We're going to exit out of here and open up our bridge to start our tutorial. First, you want to select your photograph. We're going to select this one to use as our demonstration because it is shot from a very nice high angle. There's a lot of detail in the foreground, and it's also a really nice high contrast photograph. So we will first of all enter our quick mask mode down here in the bottom left hand corner of your screen. Then we will click on our gradient tool and make sure your reflected gradient option is selected. We're going to start at the bottom of the photograph, and you want to hold down your shift key as you drag up the image to actually any point in the photograph where you want your blur to sort of fade out to. Since it is a reflected gradient tool, it's actually going to select the opposite side of the photograph, which you will see when you exit out of our quick mask mode. So there you can see we have that portion of the photograph selected. We're going to go up to Filter, Blur, and Lens Blur. And here you can actually play around with your radius and add less blur or move it up to more blur. I usually prefer to have it around 30. So we'll hit OK, and that'll apply our filter. And we'll deselect, and there you can see the beginnings of our miniaturized photograph. Now to give it a more of a plastic feel, to really bring out that sort of miniature model look, you'll want to bump up your contrast a little bit more and bump up your saturation. How much you want is really up to you. We're going to go ahead and flatten our image, and there you have your miniature model of your photograph. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it interesting, easy, and fun.